What's the purpose of the two wheels in front? Is that balance?
More stability.
Yeah.
Welcome to Nebraska, one of the best museums we've ever been to. It was so freaking hot, I couldn't even take a shower. I've never seen anything like this. US 20, here we come. Completed in 1943, we'll take the section through Iowa, Nebraska, and Wyoming until we hit Yellowstone and head south toward California. They're giant flags. It's huge. It's like a camping world. It's in Clark. Hey, maybe we can find some shade. I see shade up ahead. It's nice. I hope they're open. You know what? Well, our good luck with Iowa weather has now gone. We're in Sioux City. We've stopped at the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center. It looks really good. It is 97 degrees. Ugh. We found just a smidge of shade. And we'll check it out. The Scraposaurus. That's a good name. The Scraposaurus is a traveling exhibit created by artist Dale Lewis and is available for viewing until April of 2023. They've got dinosaurs. They have some nice statues, don't they? Some nice. Spirit of Discovery. Wow. It's one big flag. The Sioux City Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center showcases exhibits about the Lewis and Clark expedition's time in Sioux City during the summer of 1804.
And at all times, we were to effect good relations with the Indian people of the West that we would meet.
The central figure in an animatronic exhibit is Sergeant Charles Floyd, who was the first U.S. soldier to die west of the Mississippi.
My name is Charles Floyd, one of 3 sergeants on the Lewis and Clark expedition, instructed by President Thomas Jefferson to find and map the Northwest Passage that will open our country to great prosperity.
Here Sergeant Floyd died, notwithstanding every possible effort by the commanding officers and other persons to save his life. We went on about a mile to high prairie hills on the north side of the river, and there interred his remains in the most decent manner our circumstances would admit. The 20th of August, 1804.
Our voyage, in case the captain's journals were lost. I was proud to serve on this mission into the treacherous unknown, to carry out my duty.
Welcome to Nebraska. It's 104 degrees right now in Nebraska, and there is a gravel truck in front of us that's putting down gravel, and we think it's because it is so hot that some tires, probably heavy equipment tires, are sticking to the asphalt. You can see areas where it's been damaged. We think it's to keep the tires from pulling asphalt up. But I've never seen anything like this. We are in Stewart, Nebraska, and it's currently 7 p.m. It's 98 degrees, and we weren't quite sure whether we should try to keep going or stop and find a spot to camp. And I'm so thankful to these little towns in Nebraska because they have these little campgrounds that are so inexpensive. This one is this one has about 20 sites and it's full hookup. They have water, power, and sewer. And I think they have showers over there, so I'm gonna go check it out. And they're open. Wow. Yes, one shower. Lightning. It is a beautiful morning this morning. Look at the sunrise. If it were only like this during the day. It's probably 72. So I took a shower inside the van last night. And I, turned on the hot water like I usually do. And then tried to get the temperature adjusted. And finally I realized that the water in the tank underneath the van was so freaking hot. I couldn't even take a shower. It must have been, I don't know. What's the temperature of a hot tub, John?
98, 102.
Oh, it was easily over 100 degrees. That water was so hot. I'm gonna get out of this place.
We gotta get out of here.
Cody City Park, and it's another one of those little tiny towns that has 7 RV sites right along here. You can see the posts for the hookups, and go see what it costs. Kind of neat. We're just stopped here for breakfast. So you put your envelope in there and you drop it in the mail, and it's $20 per night, and it's full hookups, and they have hot showers right over there. Wow, tent spacing is $10 per night. Let's go make some breakfast. It's almost 8. I saw this man down there taking pictures of the building, and I thought, who's that man? It's John. I said, John, what do you want for breakfast? And he said, peanut butter and jelly.
On that great bread.
Yes, on that great bread. I got some great raisin bread. It's really fresh. So that's what we're having. I don't think I want peanut butter and jelly though. I think I'm gonna have some yogurt with granola. Much cooler this morning. We'll have a nice day today. It gets hot again tomorrow, but by then we will be farther west where it's starting to cool off. So I discovered a new way of finding little places to stop off these, secondary roads like US 20. And that is to use all stays. Because these little towns have these little campgrounds, and they're usually city parks. Wow, this is tight. Okay, there we go. So try all stays if you're going down the highway looking for a little picnic area. It's kind of weird. You have to go down that little dirt road to get over to the RV camping. Our next stop is the Museum of the Fur Trade. I think the town is Chadron. It's right outside of Chadron. Are we unique in this country and in Canada too, I noticed. We have museums for everything. We have barbed wire museums and hammer museums. And now the Museum of the Fur Trade. Actually, this is interesting. It's the original. This is the location of the original Bordeaux trading post from 1837 until 1876. And I gotta say, Highway 20 has been absolutely beautiful. Almost no traffic. The weather is actually great today. Okay, admission $6. AAA discount. You got that? Yeah.
So it's basically $10 even for you.
The museum includes a textile gallery with extraordinary beadwork, a 40-foot canoe, costumes from the movie Revenant, and the largest trade gun collection in the world. Look at the beadwork on these robes. Look at the embroidery, John. Elk skin. Elk skin. To actually see a war bonnet instead of the Hollywood ones, you know. It's just, this is infinitely better. There's the picture, and there is the skirt. Oh, wow. Look at this jacket, John. Sioux woman's dress, purchased at Spotted Tail Agency in 1876. It is often overlooked that Native Americans had extensive trading networks long before Europeans arrived. Fur traders took advantage of these networks, and one of the commodities that was commonly exchanged for furs were trade guns. Even Lewis and Clark in 1804 encountered indigenous Americans with these weapons. National Register of Historic Places. One of the best museums we've ever been to. So if you're here, you gotta stop. Okay, what's our next stop? What town is this? This is interesting. Is this a fort? Oh, it is. Oh, maybe we should stop. Fort Robinson State Park. Oh, okay. Huh. Go check it out. Because the weather is so nice, we're taking a detour. And we stopped at not Fort Laramie, but Fort Robinson. And it's $12 if you're out of state. Lots of buildings here to see. And we're gonna go inside because John's hungry instead of making food in the fan. So we're really lucky today is nice because tomorrow it's supposed to go back up to 100 again. They actually rent out these buildings for people to stay in them. And they have 2 campgrounds here. They have activities every day, like pony rides and all kinds of weird stuff. Fort Robinson has quite a storied history. It was first established in 1874 as a temporary encampment during the Indian Wars. In 1885, African American soldiers, nicknamed Buffalo Soldiers by the Indians, arrived at the fort. They faced racial hostility but also earned respect. And they had higher enlistment rates and lower desertion rates than their white counterparts. In 1887, one of the most notable Native American warriors, Crazy Horse, surrendered and was killed at Fort Robinson. On May 6, 1877, Crazy Horse and 889 of his followers surrendered at Red Cloud Agency. So this is where Crazy Horse died. In 1919, the camp became an animal processing center for the cavalry and artillery. Horses were received, examined, and cared for, and eventually issued to mounted units. From 1933 to 1935, the post served as a civilian conservation corps camp. And during World War II, around 14,000 dogs were trained for the Army, Air Force, Navy, and Coast Guard. The U.S. Army abandoned Fort Robinson in 1947, transferring the property to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and in 1956, the state of Nebraska turned it into a park. Many of them have their wives. Hey, there's the sign. Little tiny sign.
Welcome to Wyoming.
Welcome to Wyoming. Got a stagecoach in front. Got the Stagecoach Museum. Wow, this is the Stagecoach Museum. Love to come back. So Douglas has a free camping area. Maximum night stay is 2. There's no restrooms. You have to be self-contained, but it's pretty sweet. And we're in the shade. Here's Sheriff Truck number 5. Something's going on down by the river. Uh-oh. This is number 9 or 10. I can't imagine they have any more in this county. Okay, I'm finally finished editing. Oh, that was painful. But we are going to be leaving here, going to Cody to see the Museum of the West or something like that. John's been wanting to do that for years. And then we're going to go on to Casper. John likes to do a regular blood test. So he's going to get that done so he can send that off to his doctor. And it's just a beautiful day, but it's going to be a hot one. There it is. There it is. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. This guy on this bike. Oh, he stopped now. He's got 2 front tires. John, go see if you can talk to him.
There you go. Now, what's the purpose of the 2 wheels in front? Is that balance?
More stability.
Yeah.
They have videos of it plowing through a half a wheel deep of snow. Just plowing. Mud. Yeah, it slipped a little bit, but it just plows through. River rock and sand.
And it's run goo.
I've gone 70 miles on 60%, but it's got the 2 batteries.
What does that open up?
That's the battery.
Oh, that's the battery, not that?
Both of them.
Oh, so you have 2 batteries. Yeah. Wow. What a nice guy named Dave. And he told us all about the bike, but also recommended that we go to the Ayers Natural Bridge, which is apparently is only 5 miles away from here. So we're going to look into that. Now I'm going to clean up and we're going to take off, heading to Casper first and then Cody, right? Riverside Park restrooms. Riverside Park. Platter. And this is the bike trail he said that you can take. Right there. I have to try that. Next time we come through, I'm gonna do those things.